And welcome, Golden Empress Collection. Time for us to have a conversation. How are you guys? Welcome. Let me know you're in the chat. Say hello, drop some hearts, hit the like button. Shouldn't have to tell you that, but you already know. Yeah. Good things happening. This is, if you have found this reading, it's a good thing. I promise you, it is a blessing. It's a good thing. It's spot on. It's right up your alley. And you are definitely blessed to have found this reading. That's all I can say. Because it's meant for you. It's going to be all signs. I want you to know, though, that with all signs, I have decided to bring in the elements. So water, earth, air, and fire, probably in that order. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio first, for a reason. I'm going to start with Cancer. It's like Cancer needs the opportunity to say whatever it is that's on their mind, the truth about life, love, the pursuit of happiness. I don't know, maybe they're talking about America. Who knows? Hi, Jenny. Hi, baby. Welcome, you guys. Enjoy the good vibrations. Enjoy the energy. Hopefully you're having a beautiful weekend. That's what my prayers are for you. So again, all signs, but based off of the element. And then I think towards the end, we'll combine everything and put it, hey, Jill, we'll put everything in perspective in a soul reading. Okay, so we might be here for a while, you know. I know it's late, but it is what it is. It's just when I could get out here. But today has been fabulous. Today has been fabulous. I'm just going to say it because I keep hearing it. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if somebody wants to know what my background is or whatever, because they're like, they can't tell. I'm Black Irish, if that makes sense. I don't know who needs to know that, but if you put an Irish woman with an African American male who is from the South, roots and history of America, yeah, that's me. So I don't know why or who needs to know that, but if you were to, I don't know, somebody needed to classify me. I don't know why, but there you go. That's what I would call it. Cancer energy. I don't know. And if somebody doesn't understand what Black Irish is, just know that it's beautiful. Like everybody's beautiful. So whatever. All right, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at Cancer. Cancer, what is it that you're dealing with? You got away from something. You got away from somebody that's two-faced. And it's kind of like what goes around comes around, if that makes sense. Cancer, I feel like you have freed yourself from something blessed. And either you're part of the line, and for those of you all that are new here, the line is our ancestors. The line is those messages that need to come across for you. And I try my best. Sometimes the energy is just too much, and I'm like, look, I put good, positive energy first, okay? Whatever Cancer you're moving towards and forward to, you're doing a very good job of it. I will say that. You have Gemini here and you have Aquarius, a lot of air energy. Either things need to be spoken out loud or you're dealing with a Gemini, you're dealing with an Aquarius. You're dealing with somebody that doesn't necessarily take responsibility when it comes to you. I want to get this, like, I feel like there's a shadow. Let me know if that's like better, because I'm just throwing this thing anywhere. I know that's not the norm, but it is what it is. Is that better for you? There you go. That's a little better, right? Ooh, I thought it was gonna fall. Gemini and Aquarius working behind the scenes. What are they doing? What are they doing? So I feel like, Cancer, you figured out if like there was either a mole or there was somebody in your energy that wanted to take from you by not necessarily supporting you. They were saying things behind the scenes. They were talking about you. You got away from somebody that was hiding secrets. Shadow, right? Yeah, you cleansed them. Now they can't stop thinking about you. They'll never stop thinking about how you witnessed exactly who they were, who they are. Okay, you figured out exactly. You used your intuition and figured out exactly what they were hiding. You figured them out. You worked it out for yourself and figured them out. That's the blessing for you. You guys, I don't know what's up with all the 2s, what's up with all the 1s, the 777s. You know, yesterday was 7-Eleven. I hope you went and got your free slushie. That's funny. Cancer, I told you, see? You're on the right path. You got rid of somebody that was trying to literally hold you back. And I don't think that it was fair. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's buffering and it shouldn't be. I think we're good. But Cancer, you're in a good spot. You already know. You recognize this person. See, you can't even make that up. Look, I told you. The path that you're heading down, Cancer, is going to be something new and blessed. It's almost like your ancestors are holding your hands. That's what I see for you. They're holding your hand and bringing you in a new vibration. I don't know. It's almost like you know that somebody is looking for some sort of I don't know, it's either an accommodation, they want something from you. They want you to spend your energy on them, Cancer. And Cancer refused to do it. Cancer was like, no, I can't spend my energy on something I don't believe in. That's what I see with that. I'm trying to see if we're still buffering here. Hold on. I saw it pause now. Now it's just a bunch of commercials. Oh, y'all see that? Y'all about to see it in a second. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. Let this person be jealous. That's what I see. Let this person be jealous. Don't let them come for you. Hopefully you guys heard that. If you were with me in the chat and you heard that, hold on. I don't know what is happening right now. It's almost like you had to be with me live in order to just hear that, Cancer. Anybody that would try to misuse that information would not be allowed to do so, like at all. They would never be allowed to do so. All right, Cancer, let me get you one more, baby. Let's go from the ancestors, okay? I'm going to try to catch up here so I can see the chat. There we go. Okay. What else does Cancer need to know? Like I said, I think you guys are in a... Oh, it's your bad connection. Okay, well, I did see mine freeze. That's what was weird, trying to keep the chat up. Cancer. Cancer, it's something about your health, is what I just heard. Or your ancestor is a Cancer and wants you to keep in good health, okay? Your loved one from the other side. Oh, yeah, see? Keep in good health. In order to stay in an energy of where you're vibrating high, you do need to get your rest. You need to make sure that there are individuals who are emotionally trapped in their own headspace, you figuring out how these people work is actually in your benefit. Like, it's just a beneficial thing. This reading is coming to you. If you didn't hear about all the negative stuff I said, it's because you've moved on from that. I saw it buffering. So for those of you that hear this later, there's a reason it happened that way. Your abundance is coming, but don't stay stuck. Don't stay trapped in your own mind. You have to actually wish this into existence and let go of those people that aren't working in your favor. If they have a shady plan to block you, you need to be protecting yourself so you can move forward into this new vibration. Okay. I also know that this is someone who would try to hold on to you because you do shine. They would even try to get you pregnant, boo. Yeah. This is the kind of person that would try to betray you, but I don't know. There's something wicked about whoever this person was you were dealing with, Cancer. Like, even all I'm hearing is choosing not to have the pregnancy type energy. That's all I'm hearing. I'm saying it so that the video doesn't get flagged for saying it. You know what I mean? This is what you're doing with Cancer energy. Cancer, whatever it was that they were hiding, you get to figure it out now. Spirit showing it to you. Let's move on from that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing us to come here today to have these blessed conversations. Let's make sure you guys are sharing the link to the reading. I did forget to do that, didn't I? Hold on. I know there's a couple of people that asked me to do that. Give me 2 seconds, pumpkins. Give me 2 seconds. They're like, let me know when you go live. I said, okay, I can. There's that. There's this. And that will kill. Okay. And one more person. Because I was a few other people. There we go. And there we go. Yay, baby. Are we all caught up? I think we're all caught up. All right. Let's make sure, like I said, that you guys are hitting that like button. Pisces. Pisces, I don't know what you've been up to, but Spirit is like, let me think about how I want to say this to Pisces. I'm hearing the word Cancer. So I don't know if it's as in a sign that you're talking to, or if it's an ailment or some sort of dis-ease, right? They're showing me the Kipper deck, the bad health card in the Kipper deck, but I'm not necessarily trying to pick up the Kipper deck. You know, Pisces, if there's some sort of negative influence in your life, I'm wondering, like, how the bad health thing came up. Maybe that's what somebody's like, why am I breaking down all of a sudden? Why am I in bad health? Why? It's like somebody's questioning something. I'm actually picking up on a vibration, Pisces, of somebody throwing ailments at someone. See? Higher power, exchanging gifts. Somebody was actually throwing, it says time to go. I don't know why, but it's almost like, I know, that's funny, right? I don't know why. Hold on. Let's get some clarification. It's not that, not that. Nope, nope, go over. I hear to the left here. Nope, nope. Yep. Yes, no. Yes. Okay. That is so weird. This is the deck that they want. They want the flowers deck. Who are we doing, Pisces? But I'm also hearing that there's an energy of where someone would be throwing at another person. Time to go. What? Orange blossom, enthusiasm. The best can be here, believe it. Now, when I see oranges and orange blossom, like just the beautiful flowers, in an energy, let's say, for instance, of bathing, I would see that as change, like triangular, almost in a sense. Maybe there's 3 parties here. Higher power, orange blossom, enthusiasm. The best can be here, believe it. Somebody, see, I told you health. It came out. It says focus on all parts to make the whole. Exchanging gifts. I'm confused as hell. Maybe you are too, Pisces. So changing your situation in health, Spirit is trying to show you something that you need to get rid of. Maybe you didn't recognize that there's an exit off to stage right, or somewhere else. You know, something about putting on a show, putting on an act. Is someone unhealthy here? Change the act. Somebody acting as if they're healthy, but there's really a lot of bad habits they need to get rid of. Adaptation with stasis. It says change will be better than you think. Pisces, I don't know what it is that they're asking you to do. You have fuchsia, true feelings. Within you is all you need to know. Whatever it is, how you feel when you get ready to leave that situation, if you feel like you're leaving a burden behind, thank you, Jesus. If you feel like you want to run back and go, I'm hearing Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner type vibration, like they're always going to love each other. Remember I just said Black Irish, right? I don't know what Kevin Costner is, though. But like that combination of heroic and sweetness all together in one, if it's not that, you don't want it. Or somebody you're dealing with doesn't want it. If it's not somebody that would truly protect you, love you, take that bullet for you, you're not trying to hear it. That's that I will always love you energy, Pisces. Do you have it with this person? Yes or no? True feelings. What are your true feelings? See, and somebody needs to communicate. If you want somebody back, take them back. It says Mexican marigold and moth orchid. It says listen and speak with greater care. Time to begin again, stronger and better. Within you is all you need to know. It's how you feel about whoever this particular person is. There needs to be a change. Maybe there was a third party, though. Somebody was entertaining their, I don't know, I'm hearing the phrase, here, kitty, kitty. Somebody was entertaining that, you know, can I get it vibe. That's what I feel. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking to myself, you know, health, maybe there's, like I said, dis-ease here. I don't know, something about an STD, Pisces. Somebody that's out here in these streets too. See, I'm telling you, causing havoc. Somebody wants to come back. You know, like if somebody hates you, let's say, for instance, they left you, went somewhere and caught an STD. Now they want to come back and sleep with you because they know you care about them. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm good. That's because Spirit is showing you to protect yourself against whoever this particular person is. I don't know. I just feel like it's an energy of, would this person really try to harm you? Is this person so mentally jacked up that they would try to harm you and take from you? And they're out here swapping juices with multiple people. Yeah. And Spirit is saying, nope, it's time for you to go. I'm telling you, you got the fates too. They said, look, sometimes it's a little bit harder to understand, but you're messing with a situation they don't want you messing with. And they said, damn, you know too. It's a new moon, but look, I'm telling you, you know the vibration and the emotion that comes from that, and you know what you're doing. I think you just have faith or something. You have faith. I get that, but the fates are telling you it's going to take a lot more than some nappy-headed, I don't know why I said nappy-headed, excuse me, but broken, bum type energy. Someone that doesn't really want anything out of life. They might be immature, but I know they're offering an apology. They're like, oh, can we sleep together? That's what I feel like. They like being with you. There's something, I don't know, maybe afterwards you comfort them or something. But then when they leave, it's like, I don't know. Oh, they talk about wanting a relationship, but their behavior says that they're single. And that's why there's a warning here, Pisces, because it just makes it seem like this person they're full of shit. And when somebody says something to you, think about what they're really saying before you let them come back. Did you appreciate the way that they treated you last time? Hell no. So why would, I don't know. Change, what is that? What's that phrase we're looking for, you guys? Change behavior is the truth. If it's not changed behavior, tell them to F off. See, I keep going back to chop wood. Look, and all that glitters is not gold. Do not let this person back in your damn house. Here and now. Listen, stop wondering what it could be with this particular person and let that ass go. I don't know. I'm very strong about that. Very strong about that. Very, very strong about that. Yeah. Hold on. How y'all doing? Y'all are quiet in the chat. I know. Let's get those like buttons up, please. Much, much appreciated. I had to turn the fan up tonight. Let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, that was so Cancer and Pisces. Those were good readings. Those were good readings. I was just gonna do like 5 readings, but it seems to be that we're having to lump them all or bring them all out separately. Okay, so it's the one behind it. Well, that's interesting. So the moon is definitely affecting my Scorpios because this deck just came out. I don't know the name of the deck, honestly. It's Moon Tarology Oracle. It's a moon oracle. Hi, babies. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Let's make sure we support. Show me you're in the chat so I can pray with you, pray for you. Right? Walk through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. You cannot make it up. A new romantic cycle beginning. New moon in Libra. Let me think about this for a second. I like this for you. I like this for you, Scorpio. It's a vibration of positivity, but don't miss your opportunity. It says you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer and then new moon in Libra again. So you can go ahead and express your emotions. Sometimes I think you might overthink it, Scorpio, but you know that it's time to let that go, if that makes sense. Like you're okay with, what are you okay with? Hold on. You're okay with being scared, and that's what they're saying. No, we don't want you to be scared. We are going to give you something new. They're definitely giving you something new. They already gave it to some of you, is what I'm hearing. Some of you all, you went on a date or something with someone and you shared a burrito with somebody. A win-win outcome is the forecast. Full moon in Libra. It's because you choose your emotions. You choose your heart over your logic in this particular situation. You know, if you were taught that you weren't worthy, is what I'm picking up on, Scorpio, you are worthy. You're worthy of letting go negativity, or this is someone that is around you, because I'm thinking about the source back here in the back of the neck, right? So the back of the neck is an energy cycle, or it's kind of like a portal, where in my mind, it's just, if something were going to try to attach to you, it would try to go to the back of the neck. And so lately, I feel like with Scorpio energy, you have been slowly but surely trying to get out of the energy or recognize just the negative ones around you so that you can sever those connections of where it just kind of weighs heavy on you. Some of you all, whatever this is, it literally wraps around your body. Some of you, this person has been messing with you for so long, they've just been like feeding on your energy. Scorpio, it's okay for you to let sleeping dogs lie, is what I'm picking up on. Your boy is not your boy. It's also what I heard. Or somebody feels that way. Okay, what else? Anything else? Scorpio. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I could see somebody being triggered around this time because there's going to be possibly two opinions, or there's going to be the as above, so below vibe. Whatever you put out here will come back to you tenfold. Please remember that, okay? If it's of toxicity, if it's of negativity, that's what the hell you're going to get back. But it says prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I can't wait to see what you guys manifest. And it says confidence is your key to success. So you're manifesting something special. Yeah, because you believe in the fact that you can change something. And it's a rare moment. It says blue moon. It's a rare moment that's going to be coming up for you, Scorpio. New moon in Leo that says, I'm going to allow whatever it was that I was desiring before. I don't know. It's almost like, well, what were you desiring, Scorpio? Some of you all, it was less than what you should have been doing. I think that's the challenge for some of you. The rest of them, or the rest of somebody, you have a really sexy person coming around you, and you're really going to have to control your emotions. There is someone here, I don't know why, you think about this person a lot. You're wondering if you chose them, would they be that one for you? Like, would they, I don't know. Somebody wants to know if they can be with you. Like, there's a very, very highly sexual vibration here. If you're wondering if this person thinks about you, they do, but somebody wasn't honest. They weren't honest about either some sort of sexual vibration or it wasn't about assertiveness. It was about what they really, really wanted and how they were going to go about getting it. What it was that they wanted is what I keep picking up on. Somebody is too tough for their own good, by the way. Somebody also, okay, and I don't know if you understand why somebody told you what they did or the way they communicated it. Maybe if they said it one way, it didn't come off the way they wanted it to. I don't know. Something along those lines. Prosperity lies ahead and you're being tested. So don't do anything out of malice. Okay? Don't do anything out of malice. If you do anything, do it because you care. Do it because you know that you're in charge of taking care of somebody. Invest in something here. It's a two-way street is what I'm hearing. And if somebody's getting ready to plan to lie, it's going to cause someone to have to pay out. That's what I feel. If someone lies here, someone could have to pay out. Yeah. Somebody could even go to prison. It's either get with the right one or wallow in prison. Wallow in your own spiritual block. Someone's at the crossroads with Scorpio. And they're carrying this burden. Maybe it's their ego. Damn right it's their ego. And they're stabbing themselves in the back by not choosing correctly. And that's your challenge. Not to live in ego. If you got to lie to get whatever it is that you need, you don't need that. That's abusive to yourself and to other people. And they said, if you've got some sort of an energy that blocks you, maybe it's a very sexual, highly, let me love on you, let me touch on you, like kissy, touchy, feely. Somebody says, learn to get that in check before you lose someone here. Somebody feels rejected, but they weren't rejected because they have a touchy-feely, kissy vibe on them. That's just what I'm hearing. I don't know what that means, but okay. Somebody has a touchy-feely, kissy vibe on them. See, oh, and so somebody thought that they were planning on being single, and making someone wait. And so if that was what was going to be reciprocated, they were like, no, I'll just go. I'm not worried about that because in the long run, I know what my joy is and what my happiness is. Somebody has already healed literally their inner child here. Someone has healed their inner child here. And they defend themselves against people that gossip, spy, and talk about their money and, I don't know, entertain other people for sex. Hey, I feel like somebody's having sex with somebody because they can't have sex with the person they want to be with. They I don't know if they interact with their person. No, they haven't seen their person in a while. They think about them all the time. They want to know what it would have been. What it would have been. It would have been special. And it would have lasted a long time. Wow. It would have been fun, too. You guys might have even had a child, a boy or a girl. It would have, like, sealed your bond. I don't know. It could even have been new lineage at that. That's why I said your communication is being tested, or your commitment is being tested. You know, do you choose a family with this person? Or do you, stay stuck in your stubborn ways? Some of you all are scared. That's what I see. But you know what you need to do. Somebody needs to tell somebody that they want to see them. This is pretty much Emperor energy. Slowing things down when it comes to having their cake and eating it too, acting single, and there it is. Full-blown Emperor right there. Realizing that their emotions are not something that they can run from. They can't run from that. It's too much. Their ego is blocking a particular type of happiness. And they know that someone is not honest with them, and they're not being honest with themselves. They actually care about somebody. And having more than one, just because there's beautiful people there, doesn't mean that you have to take. You don't need to always take. That's why I said commitment is being tested. So if you're a taker and you've already got somebody standing there that you're wanting, but I don't know, it's just like someone's not settling here, Scorpio. It is definitely taker energy. Have faith in your dreams. That's what it says. Hopefully everything works out, okay, Scorpio? All right. So I don't know why we needed to separate that way. I'm going to go ahead and move into the rest of the elements, but you guys, it's only going to be one per element. So I don't know how Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we broke you up individually, but maybe you guys needed that, especially my Cancers. You guys are super, super special. Maybe water energy is just really playing out in the chart. I heard, let's do air. Yeah, let's do air. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. It's one reading, okay? Somebody feels like they're cursed. Jeez Louise. That's what I just picked up on. Like, wow, you might not see this until later. For the most part, your energy is pretty good, but whatever your vibration is, it goes back a long time, air signs. Air signs. What are you doing, air signs? Air signs, what are you doing, baby? Provide the energy we need to know for... I said it's not this reading. It's even older than that. Air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They passed up Mary Magdalene and went straight to Egyptian energy. They said whatever this energy is that you're dealing with, it is old as time. And you know what's even funnier is they say that there is no time, doesn't exist. That's what they say. Some of you must be wanting to replay time, go back in time, have a do-over. Air energy, please. Well, who wants a do-over? Oh, you're fine. You're very welcome. Air energy, please. I'm just hearing air energy doesn't need to be separated. It's just, maybe the soul reading will also help you too, because we'll combine all energies there. Proper burial for freedom. The sacrifice of Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Wow, bro. Ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis play. Temple of the Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. That's insane. Because I was actually going to grab my black tourmaline before I came in here. So what that says, but I didn't. I don't need it personally. Air signs, I feel like you need it. I actually bought this one in here for myself just to kind of cut and clear. I think that air sign energy, you've definitely come upon, it's like this. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Hold on, let's keep that right there, right? Because the obsidian is what you're going to need to clear whatever this is out. You know the infinity, right? And how the infinity moves. You guys are right at the apex right there of when those two lines convert. It's one line technically. And so you're at this point right here in the middle is what I'm picking up on. Recently, within the past 2 years or so, air signs, you guys have met individuals in your life that and I'm just hearing either they were supposed to take care of you or you were supposed to take care of them in this lifetime and in a past lifetime. There were supposed to be something about prospects. They're like, it's like a fast forward time jump. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Lucy where she's sitting in the chair. And so she like starts traveling back and forth through time all the way to the beginning. And she's like swiping, going like this and going like that and downloading history. That's what I feel with yours. So you went all the way from Egyptian energy straight to Western cowboy energy. And now it's like, okay, so now you're headed to present day. That's weird. Ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis play. You're supposed to be protected. So when somebody tries to, no, somebody's going to change. Your whole persona, everything about you is changing. I don't know. Maybe. Wow. Okay, I'm going to repeat this. I don't know why I'm hearing this. I'm not trying to be vulgar because you guys know I'm as sweet as can be. I will cuss you out if I need to, but I don't need to cuss y'all out. I am hearing somebody sniffed somebody's panties or did something like that, and they cannot get this person out of their head. I don't know. Maybe they smelled your juices, something. I know. You didn't expect me to say it. I know. But when I tell you this part, and when I like enamored is not even the word, they cannot imagine never like tasting you again, touching you again. This has triggered somebody to change. So if they were irresponsible before, didn't recognize the fact that you were the one, needed to be loving on you and only you, whatever this is. Okay? Okay, Jill, that's what's up. Set me on the table. I'm not going anywhere. I want to do you know what's crazy is I was thinking to myself, and this might be relevant for air signs, whatever. I was at the pool earlier. I was just laying there. Like, you guys, I had a wonderful day today. It was nice. Just relaxing, not having to work, not having to I don't know, music, chill, the weekend music. Yeah, it was nice. But I was thinking about hooking the backyard up because remember, I think it was last weekend we sat outside. You all know I fell asleep after that and fell asleep outside in the front yard. I woke up at like 11:30 at night. I was like, I probably should take the camera inside. But anyway, so I was thinking about doing the backyard because I got my diamond shape together that I told you guys about, right? But then as I was sitting there, I heard everybody in the pool saying, look, it's a coyote. And this coyote came out of the mountain or down, I don't know what they call it. It's like this area where you can come out of. I've never walked back in that particular area. But so this coyote came out of nowhere and then just kind of went off into the neighborhoods. It was weird. So maybe Aquarius, that's something for you. Yeah, see, look at that alligator. I knew it. And I thought to myself, crocodile tears. I thought to myself, I don't know. Somebody might come back with crocodile tears. Maybe this is the lifelong story, right? Poor manners, lack of tact, discourteous, impoliteness, social graces are required. Chicken with its head cut off. Somebody's too busy to recognize the truth of how they need to be protecting themselves. Somebody is dealing with somebody that they can't stop thinking about because that person has put like juju on them. They put the juju on them. That's why they can't stop thinking. Some of you all, this is love, and that's why this is love. That's why it's there. But then there's someone else here. I feel like they can't get this person, so they throw juju on them to see if they can trap this person or keep this person. And it didn't happen. The person was like, kiss my grits. They literally walked away. Someone said, no, thank you. I'm not going to be able to do that. Somebody had too much respect to allow someone to give them less than what they actually deserved here. The dark healing of chamber. Even though it hurt to let someone go or walk away, they had to. It was meant for this healing to happen. Somebody is in love with somebody. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. That's all I can say. And I don't know what this southern thing is. It's either a Texas thing, could be a Midwest thing. They're going back and forth in their head about whoever this is. I told you. Because they want it to work out. They're like, no. There's someone here. This is their comfortable place. And I feel like it's the masculine. The masculine is asking, I feel like, for the feminine to do something that they would normally not do. I'm hearing wait for me. In this situation, when Osiris ends up being taken and killed, see, look, didn't I say triangle? Who do you protect? Do you protect your own energy? Do you protect the person around you? Somebody doesn't know what to do. I have a feeling that Spirit's going to guide you in the right way and lead you into a comfortable situation, though. Yeah, that's exactly what Spirit's going to do. You guys definitely have a choice, though. And you're working hard right now because of the sweetness that does come later. You're not recognizing it for what it is, though. Some of you all, I need you to get rid of the person that's doing the magic on you. Okay, air sign? And the magic in the sense of projecting, trying to mess with your mental or trying to take something from you that you should be entitled to hold on to. It's your energy. It's your vibration. Some of you, please just go cop a squat at the bottom of a tree and clear your vibration. Yeah, they said you're smarter than that. You know what's going on in your own home. I'm telling you. See? And remember I said it's the masculine. Some of you all have a feminine around you with my air signs. Some of you all, they might have, it's kind of, especially if you love somebody and someone's trying to block you from the divine feminine that you want to be around. It's like throwing something underneath somebody's marital bed, trying to make the situation end because they feel like they have the right to do so. They're telling you that it's time for you to spiritually cleanse. And once you spiritually cleanse and you bring in this protection, yeah, you'll start to see the things you didn't see before. Didn't I say something about the brother right here? Goddess of 1,000 names. When I tell you that when you protect yourself and realize the negative energy, and it says overcoming negative energy with feminine power, there is someone here blocking someone from their love. That's what I feel. Southern roots. Something about southern roots. When those roots are lifted, they need to be lifted. Whatever those roots are, something was thrown. I see a feminine here that is angry that there's a third party energy. And it's kind of, yeah, there's a third party energy and they know that someone wouldn't necessarily want to be with them. Look at this. This is bad. This is bad. Whoever is trying to hold a masculine back from being with someone that they love and care about, telling you, and someone cannot stop thinking about this divine feminine. At first they were accepting less. They couldn't be with the divine feminine that they wanted because the other one was in the way. And I don't necessarily think that it was that they had focused on this other person either. I really don't. I think they were just in the way. So that's why it wasn't working. But once the negativity's cleared off, the true feminine is going to come in and wreck shop. So you all have known each other for a very long time, air signs. You've known each other for a very long time. Yeah, there's been a couple of times where this person has come in. When you're in, so masculines, when you're in this chamber healing, okay, that's when this feminine comes in. Must be when you're resting. It must be when the true feminine that's supposed to be around you comes forward. So I told you, flower of life. Divine creativity and manifestation. So if you're witnessing something in your dreams, you're witnessing something where you're like, I don't know what this is. It's almost like you're being called to be in a relationship with one person. And you know, all the time, like it's not working out. You all end up fighting. It's because their juju wears off, right? And you know, something's just off. Spirit just keeps showing you. That's because Spirit has you going towards something else. Look, magic and ritual, creating, it says crafting a sacred practice. We have two different divine feminines here. Ancient power, mysteries, hear the rattle of Isis play. I feel like when you hear that noise, when you hear God sing, when you hear the universe jump into whatever situation this is and say, okay, this is the path that you're supposed to be on, because you're right there at that point, air sign. When you hear when you hear the call, when you hear that angelic call, the person that's there will be the one. And then shortly after that, the one that's trying to damage your thing, trying to bring that pain, trying to bring that hurt and keep you away from the other person will try to interrupt whatever it is. Might even just be a phone call, might even just be a text. Okay, yeah, see, I went back to it. It might just be a phone call or a text. Maybe you run into whoever this person is, because really you're being called in by the bad juju from the other person. You have to learn to break free of that. It's very toxic. Some of you all just go to the salt pool. Like if the pool is a salt pool, just imagine that it's cleaning your energy. And that is enough in itself to take away negativity and get you into that soul contract that feels so much better. Some of you all, what I'm thinking is the person you're supposed to be with, they might know it, but they stay back because they sense the other person. They sense the negativity. They're very intuitive with that Queen of Hearts. They know you're a soul contract. Okay, air sign? They know. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, any other information. That's interesting. Yeah, so don't keep choosing the wrong one, air sign. Choose the one that makes you feel better. Choose the one that really loves you and is going to support you, is going to bring you back from, you know, the bad place, whatever the bad place is. It might be depression. It might be, you know, a state of confusion or whatever that is. They're going to help you to work situations out in your life. At least that's the plan anyway. They want to protect you. They just know what it is to be belittled. They know what it is to, you know, have to be on guard because of somebody's ex maybe. And that's why they know it's taking a long time. But I have a feeling that they're very wise and intelligent and know that being around you would be amazing, but it has to go that way and be reciprocated. It has to work. They know it would work in their favor. They would be highly successful. Hey. Yeah. This is just one of those things where it's like, if you know you're with the wrong person, you're with the wrong person. Go get with the right person. Divine destiny, path of the divine warrior. Some of you all, maybe it's just that this person is so powerful, you don't know how to step forward. It could be that. I don't know. Yeah, and lime. You know what's crazy? Actually, this is all water, pineapple, and lemon. It's really good too. It's a really, really good drink. I was actually, next time I'll add mint to it. But it's pretty tasty. I've been making blocks of ice, like the real big fat square blocks of ice in the freezer. You can find them at like Daiso. You can find those. Daiso has some of the coolest stuff, by the way. I call it the store of stuff. But you find whatever you need. All those little quirky things that make a house work. Yeah. Daiso. All right, let me take a second because that was a little on the draining side. Air signs, just make sure you're with the right person, okay? It's good for you to do that. It's good for you to evaluate and, you know, constantly reevaluate your life and make sure you're headed on the right path. Let's do Earth. Earth signs, you dream a lot like I do. Earth signs, I want you to make sure that before you get up in the morning, you take a moment to stretch your body in bed, like while you're still laying there. If you are blessed enough to have a roof over your head, car, whatever you have that keeps you warm and cool, stretch your body before you jet up and stand up in the morning. I feel like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you guys are, in a sense, you're at a place where they want you to take better care of yourself. Some of you, I'm hearing heart health is extremely and highly important, not necessarily for the Capricorn, more for the Virgo. Someone is dealing with a Pisces. The Pisces is dead ass wrong. That's just what I heard. The Pisces is dead ass wrong, and I think what somebody needs to hear is that they couldn't love this person more, but that's not what they're hearing. Like they feel like someone is wrong because they won't tell them what they want to hear. I take that as it resonates. Like somebody needs to be told something, but the person they're trying to make say it is not saying it. So I don't necessarily blame the Pisces. Pisces is probably like, yeah, fuck you. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Somebody is truly, truly exhibiting very dark signs. Somebody could be contemplating suicide. I'm not going to say it with the full S in front of it, but suicide. Somebody is going down a dark damn hole. I don't necessarily think it's you, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or maybe you did. Maybe you did once upon a time. I don't know. I've got the Alice in Wonderland deck, of course, gifted to us by our beautiful All Must Have Prizes, Trying to Please Everyone. Shiny objects. Shiny. Painting the roses red. It's because of somebody's changed in the night. You have changed quietly. Somebody's trying to control you. That's what I'm hearing. Someone's trying to control you. They shouldn't have done whatever it was that they tried to do. Some of you all, this might be work related. They're trying to cover up their errors. They don't see why I don't know, something wasn't explained to somebody, so it's really not their fault. But everybody has to share in the responsibility of something that was messed up. Uncertainty. Someone doesn't know if this thing is for them. This is upside down. I'm going to take it that way. It says, never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty wands, not living in the now. So somebody is trying to do their best. And it says, set your course. It says, know where you wish to go. Have a plan in the right direction. But something's not working out. It's just not headed in the right direction. And so something is ending. Somebody might be quitting their job. I'm not taking all of that the right way. Somebody might be quitting something, saying, hey, look, I don't think this is going to work out. They're not choosing someone. And someone is pretty pissed about that. They're like, what? How can you not? They're in disbelief over the fact that they were not chosen. Disbelief over the fact that something ended. They had different plans in mind, and now they're sick. I mean, sick that something has been lost. Divine feminine energy. Somebody wants to make some sort of an apology, but it's like, is it too late? Is it unneeded? It's unnecessary. You really don't have to. I see that there's something here about, since everybody likes you, I don't know if this is necessarily going to work out. The kind of freaked me out. The door just closed because the air conditioner turned on. So it's someone is closing the door on this particular situation. But it's for the best. It's for the best. I definitely see that. You also have someone here that could potentially be a runner. They're not in the mood to deal with things that make them have to make decisions for the long term. This might be the masculine. The feminine, I don't know. The masculine is not necessarily sure how he feels about something. There could be a breakup on the horizon. The sex is good, though. I will say that. But they are planning on cutting the situation off at some point. I feel like someone here is talking to third party. And so that's why this is taking so long. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, I mean, if it's not moving, if it's not going anywhere, and if somebody ends it, it's because of the way that somebody really is only putting in their effort to have sex. When it comes to, you know, having conversations, I don't necessarily think whoever this feminine is wants to talk about people. I think they want to talk about ideas. I think that this feminine is highly grounded and highly rooted in their life. I think they've seen things that normally the normal people wouldn't see. This has strange encounters with 31 with believe. There's something here about the impossible things. It says working through disbelief. It says imaginative leaps and fresh perspectives. Somebody's able to think outside of the box here and someone's not. And I think that the divine feminine, if they're being forced to wait in whatever situation this is, like I said, they're not stupid. You guys could be dealing with a water sign energy here. Yeah, such a curious dream. It says grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. So I told you about those dreams. I said, you guys dream like I do. And it says clock time, time, pressure, and in a rush. Use your time well. I think this cat has a lot to do with it. I think it's just this energy in itself. What was the cat's name? You guys have to tell me in Alice in Wonderland. Do you guys know what the cat's name is? You don't have one in Miami? You don't have a salt pool in Miami? They got them out here. I don't know why they have salt pool. It was the first time I ever used one. Law is not justice. Such a curious dream. You know, I think right now, when it comes to your money is good, earth sign. I do see that. Your money is going to be good, but you have to hustle for your money. So don't forget that. And I don't see that the person that you're with understands that. And so some of you all, they might be accusing you of having a third party when you really don't. And that could actually be a turnoff. Some of you, if this mofo is shiesty, yeah, they do have a third party. And that's why you are waiting. It's up to you. Oh, no, the home store. Oh, okay. It's up to you to decide what this person is doing. It says impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspectives. And then again, all must have prizes. Whoever this is, somebody wants to be the one who's chosen. It says choices, feeling blocked and restrained. And law is not justice. Look, somebody's not thinking clearly. Law is not justice. Law, there's something here. Is just because you think it's that way doesn't mean it's necessarily that way. Follow the white rabbit. Impossible things. You know what it is to go down the rabbit hole? I feel like most of you do. If you don't know what it is to go down the rabbit hole, it's just because you're young. Whatever this is, following the rabbit hole is going to make you see something completely different. It's going to change your perspective. Some of you for the better. I feel it's for the better. That's why this reading is a blessing for you. Tell me about the blessing that's coming once they challenge their perspective and move forward. There's a deep, intimate energy here for some of you. It's like a Cheshire cat. Thank you. It's knowing that, and with that Cheshire cat, somebody could be present. Some of you all, if they don't trust you, they might be watching you from afar. Some of you, some people will cheese at you, but they're not necessarily taking responsibility. Do you know these true colors? Do they really watch out for you, or are they only there to riddle me this to you? What's the positive thing coming for my earth signs? Positive things coming. This is communication is what I'm hearing. Even though it's in the form of these clubs, it looks like action, but it's communication. Communication. Moving very, very quickly out of something that was blocking you. Realizing that someone is lacking. I'm hearing integrity with this Libra energy. And that's why they said law is not justice, because if they're lacking and something that they're doing is actually causing some sort of pain, they want you to be blind to whatever that is. You're unfortunately not going to be able to do that. Somebody's planning on ghosting an individual here as well. I definitely see this waiting energy. Somebody's saying, well, if you're going to act like that, why would we be together? Oh, God. Listen, I don't know what this is. Someone's either in trip mode about their earth sign or earth sign. You can have whoever you wanted. And this person must just be tripping off of it. I don't know if they're coming at you out of left field, but they want to know why you move as slow as you do. Somebody says, look, I got a lot going on. I would like to still see you, but I just got a lot going on. I feel like they have feelings for somebody else. There's a sadness around whoever this particular person is. I don't know what this is. Maybe some of you are highly intuitive and you can sense that this person has feelings or loves love or something like that for someone else. There's something you sense about your earth sign, or yeah, there's a relationship. Maybe these people were married. You sense that, but you also sense that you would be good together as well. But there might be more than one feminine in the energy here. And it's almost like, well, wait a minute, what are you going to do? How are you going to make this work? Some of you all might be finding out you're the other person, and they actually have someone already. I'm sorry if that's happening to you. You thought this person was single, or actually this person might be single, but they still carry this person in their heart. I don't know how they got away with being single for as long as they did. Yeah, this person is married or something like that. If the communication slows down between you and your person, it could be because this person was, their main source or whatever it is found out that they had somebody else, and now they're trying to protect something. Oh, they regret doing something that they did. I don't know. Maybe they went somewhere, had sex with somebody else, and caught an STD. Yeah, there's some ghosted ass energy here. Somebody's probably, yeah. I don't know. Maybe both of them are cheating in the relationship and they dragged you into it, and it's just drama. It's kind of like, what's the name of that movie? Tyler Perry, Why Did I Get Married? And she said, no, Walter's the one with the STD. I got my shot. I was just waiting on you. That's crazy as hell. You guys need to be careful with that, because even in the air, in the water sign energy, I said, there's somebody that is so deceptive that they would sleep with you knowing that they had an STD just because you broke up with them or something. Don't play around with that. Don't play around with that. All right, let's do my fire signs. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Let's put these away. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I don't know why I've been really wanting to pull out my Hoodoo Tarot deck lately. That was one of my favorite tarot decks. But of course, you guys know we took the tarot off the channel. We just used the oracles. Numerology, face-based thinking. All the Claire family is here. Fair warning. All right, no place like home, fire signs. No place like home. Ooh, and you are blessed. Chaos and conflict. But they try it. They try to come in here and mess with your peace and your prosperity. Things go well for you guys most of the time, okay? I think Spirit normally warns you ahead of time so that you guys can keep peace and prosperity in your home. You might even be like the mediator type if you're like me, and so all of these things just weird and mysteriously happen. I don't know. Something about, I don't know. I'm hearing something about the word seer, S-E-E-R, seer. Yeah. And because they're showing you on purpose so that you can keep a happy life. Are there people in this world that would like to trigger you because they think that you have downtime and you got time to play with them? Sure. But you don't. Okay, fire sign, you have no intention whatsoever of playing with any of these effing people. Because you actually have the key. I feel like you have the key. Are you holding the key here? Hold on. Are you holding the key, sunshine? Well, I just say that because of the hummingbird that's right here, love is being communicated to you in a very prosperous, happy type of way. Like the joy and abundance that's going to be coming through for you is nice. Time for a nap. Anybody that's, coming to deceive you, like they're just going to be put down. Like Spirit is just going to step on them. Hold on, partner. I know you're not coming for my fire signs. Like, I don't think so. It's kind of like a big mama type of energy. It's more of like Jolly Green Giant type of energy, like Jack and the Beanstalk, like whatever this is, all that gold. Like you don't even have to take anything. Everything's just going to be given to you. It's going to be given to you because maybe someone left you out when they should have been including you. Yeah, you're getting ready to shine. Some of you all, this is rings. Some of you all, Spirit is guiding you to go find gold, go find, I'm just hearing mislabeled things, like things that are blessings for you. I don't know if maybe you guys are like me. See, building blocks. Maybe you're like me. So if you ask Spirit, ask and ye shall receive. You just have to look at how God gives it to you, though. Sometimes your gifts don't always come the way you think that they're going to come. That man walking down the street might not, I don't know who this is for. That man walking down the street might not be there ever again. So if you need to say, excuse me, how are you today? Please do so. I don't know who that's for, but whatever. Something about taking the opportunity to initiate will go a very long way for some of you. Some of you all, this is that job. Like I keep picking up, see, higher power energy, bringing you your happiness. Maybe someone comes in to create some sort of negative vibration, but that's only the smoke. No, it's not a smoke screen. That's only the, what do you guys, you know what word I'm looking for? Like it's a detour, like they're trying to block you. I don't know what word I'm looking for. But anyway, just don't let your positive plans stop. Whatever it is that you're doing, know how to sidestep the person that's coming in with the negativity, the person that wants to bring in this chaos and this conflict. You know what I mean? Like you'll be able to see it. You notice here how the giraffe is lifting off of the zebra. Somebody needs to show their true colors so that you can move. Yeah, see, look, truth be told, I told you. Somebody needs to come from behind that mask, open their truth, and the truth does come out. You're stepping into something great. I promise you. Somebody wanted to block you. They cannot. They cannot. I'm telling you, they tried it. They might try it more than once. But again, serendipity. The fates. Pisces, I think, had that too. Divinity and growth, yeah. Somebody, you're learning, but they said don't use that deck. Over here, go back 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they want to talk to you about manifestation. Somebody's going to continuously try to manifest to keep you from doing something positive, but your happy is coming whether or not they like it or not, right? So you'll always have somebody that is a naysayer, whatever, doesn't matter. As long as you have clarity, you're a very high vibrating soul is what I'm picking up on. As long as you can see what's supposed to be happening with your family, you're going to be having communication, new knowledge, new input, new value when it comes to bonds and creativity. This could be the love of a father with the son, the mother, the Holy Spirit. I mean, just the family in general. Confidence. The confidence to have a family. The confidence to move into something positive. This is prosperity because it's balance. Maybe you used to be one way, you're moving into another way. You're manifesting. Look, you've got the whole happy family here. If you have any sort of financial restrictions, no longer. Whoever it is that you're coming into contact with, you guys might even be moving in together. And during hard times, you'll laugh about it. That's what I see. Like there's nothing that will stop this person coming into your life. See, the fates are bringing you someone brand new. They're bringing you someone that says, hey, we're always going to have challenges, but guess what? We'll make do. Some of you, if you've lost anything, it's coming back to you. This person is valuable to you. Somebody's worried. They're worried that somebody might not see them in the way that they... hold on. This is a changed cycle. I feel bad for you, fire sign, because I really feel like you did have to put up with people that were jealous of you. And you instinctually knew that whoever this was, it could have even been a family member that tried to use you, maybe only comes back around you for money, something along those lines. But you said, that's okay. You've always chosen to invest in whoever this is. I do feel like if there is someone that tries to use you, rejecting whoever this is and actually setting your boundaries will help you. I also know that there's somebody here that if is not for you, they will eventually be leaving. Okay? They won't be able to lie to you anymore. There's something here, fire signs, about taking something for granted. I think the best thing for you to do is not to cause chaos, not to cause any sort of conflict. Even though you're doing very, very, very well, something about animals here. Oh, damn, that's actually kind of messed up. I don't know what it is. They said you had to be pretty effed up in a past life to be reborn as a mangy dog in this lifetime. So I don't know if that mangy dog energy is human or actually a dog, but whoever you're dealing with, they will be reborn as a mangy dog. If they tried to come for you, again, the only thing that you are going to be blessed with is good luck and happiness. Yeah. Telling you. You guys ever seen that movie, The Talented Mr. Ripley? You don't need someone that's going to try to stop you from doing the new thing. Whatever it is that you seek to do, that you set out to do, you will. As long as you remember to have drive and to want to be successful, fire sign. Yeah. New car, new home, new life. Getting away from negativity. Not allowing anyone to do something that would make you feel like you aren't worth $1 million, whatever this is. This is you stepping into faith, stepping into power. A Nemwang, which represents optimism. Look up and look brightly. Bottom of the deck, you have tuberose, which means desire. Be certain of where you place your passion. I told you. You just had passion in this deck. They want you to manifest something that's going to burn bright and bring you in finances and money. They want you to say yes to that person you know is telling you the truth. The one that brings you chaos and conflict, the one that makes you feel like you're irked, that's not the one you want to be dealing with. Again, fuchsia. We had another reading that had this same energy, and this is the true feelings. If you're really looking forward to seeing someone, that's fine. But just make sure if you allow this person to come around you, they need to be grounded enough to understand why you protect yourself the way that you do. Yeah, you've got temperance. It says, find balance to be centered. Someone here wants to come back towards you, but they need to make sure that they understand exactly who you are and how you need to be protected. You're like a rising phoenix type of energy. You're never the same. Every time you change, you're never the same. Right? What is that with Pluto? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a rising phoenix type of energy. Overall, it says white carnation, devotion. Be true and pure in the thought and deed. That's who you are, fire sign. You know to tell somebody that's trying to change you to slow the hell down. You're very confident in the way that you see life going. Tiger Lily, security, it says be safe. Be safe and harbor for now. Let's do this one. Mary Magdalene. Fire sign. This is a self-love deck. Even though others don't necessarily see you, you see yourself. You know what love is. And it says ascension. Farther up is further in. And that's exactly where you are in life. And you're covered. You're surrounded by the angels. You're in a complete process of where you will continuously move forward. You're kind of like my t-shirt. Don't bring that bad energy anywhere near me. And the angels are highly protecting you. They're watching over you and saying, no, no one will ever come in here and mess with you. Because you're, oh my gosh, I told you. It's because you're the anointed. It says, I rise with only more soul. You're the bringer of gifts. I feel like you're the anointed, right? My dad's birthday is tomorrow. I've been honoring him all freaking weekend, right? 7-Eleven day was yesterday. So I got him a Slurpee. Got him some chocolate Twinkies, like, you know what I mean? Happy birthday, Dad. R.I.P. R.I.H. Rest in heaven. But let me tell you guys, when they come from the other side to show us love, they show up and show out. They're going to send you in the right path, in the right direction. Some of you all, your cup is going to overflow. You have no idea. It says the fourth power, because you are the beloved and you recognize what it is to have heart. And it says love has already won, and understanding that you speak from your heart again makes you bound and drawn to whoever the significant other is. It says beloved energy, love never ends. Yeah, and God is here. You're both here seeing each other. Yeah, and it says the first power, darkness makes vision possible. You guys are owning your own truth and stepping into a relationship. Yeah, you guys, and I keep seeing that love never ends. Love will always win. You are progressing. Whether or not you're at the beginning or you're at the end of your cycle, you have already learned to get rid of negative energies, 7 deadly sins, stuff like that. Yeah, because you're worthy of love. Let somebody else carry those deadly negative 7 sins, whatever. Look, the Alpha and the Omega watching over you. Let them carry the burdens of the 7 deadly sins. You do not have to. See, look, the cross. I am anchored in love. Faith, hope, and love endured. I think I might get this as a tattoo. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I resonate with that. Yep. Presence. See, they said, yeah, you should. They said, yeah, you should. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all too. Yes, he would have been what, 74? Would have been 74, I think. Alrighty. Sagittarius, we're not done. Anything else for Sagittarius, please? My Saggy babies. Saggy wedges. Saggy babies, what are you doing? Thinking. You are the smart cookie, Sagittarius. You are one smart cookie. Yeah, you are. Look, don't be too mouthy in your relationship with whoever this is. You definitely have a divine masculine that's watching you, for sure. They like the way you talk. Maybe the way you call their name. I don't know. Maybe you guys are like interacting with whoever this is. Somebody likes the fact that you're spunky like that. Some of you, they like the fact that you do good work. I don't know. If they offer you a relationship and you reject it, I don't know what they're going to do. I also know that there is somebody that watches you who is definitely like, I feel like they're jealous of you just a little bit. Just a little bit. They don't need to be, though. You might have communication coming in from an air sign that wants to apologize for something. This is a relationship that does bring stability and happiness to you. I don't know what this is, though. It's almost like you guys need to work on, you know, not leaving people out. Or somebody saying, hey, I really wish that you would provide more care instead of acting like you only care about yourself. I don't know what this is. I got it. There's too many people in the mix here. Look at all these people, right? So maybe this is a relationship that's going to be coming up very, very quickly. It's meant to bring you some sort of enlightenment, but what are we doing with this relationship? Yeah, I see a feminine speaking to a masculine. I don't know. Maybe this relationship is work oriented and then becomes I don't know. Somebody might turn a relationship down because they don't necessarily know if that's appropriate. If it's an appropriate relationship is what I'm picking up on. They turn it down. They feel like it's not appropriate. But they question it. Like, why do I have to turn this down? Well, they have to turn it down for a reason. Well, it's possibly because it's someone that they work with. And they would have to lie about it. And then there could be drama and trouble over that. Or maybe this is something you've dealt with. Yeah, don't, if there is something like that happened in your life, fire sign, there could be somebody that's thinking about it. You could have a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini that's talking about it. You're highly wise. I think you're going to make the right decision with whatever that is. It's just kind of an energy of don't date people you work with. It'll make it much easier in the long run. If you do choose to date someone you work with, one of you needs to leave the company. I'm sorry, it's just what I see. Okay? That way you can keep dating. Yeah, some of you all, this is your work husband or your work wife. Divine masculine. And they're like, oh, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Somebody knows someone won't talk to them because they think that they have another person. So they're planning on asking you more and more personal questions to see what it is that you've got going on. Somebody thinks that you're lucky and is like praying that whoever you're dealing with is a playboy so you'll leave them and come to them. There's also someone that you deal with that is worried about making an offer to a woman that has children or a person that has children. I don't know. Like, I mean, let's say, for instance, you're like me. You're already at a point where children are gone, right? And the person that might be wanting to talk to you still has children. That could be awkward, right? So it's like, I don't know. Somebody waits to see you at work. I promise you that. Somebody misses you and they like you. Whatever it is that you do and you say to whoever this person is, they miss you on a regular basis and they wish that you would just talk to them. You make them smile, you make them laugh. You make a lot of their burdens go away. And there's something about forgiveness here. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody's asking for forgiveness. Somebody wants to invest in you and realizes they didn't invest in you the way that they should have. They wish that they had provided you a balanced energy. Or there's two people here. Maybe there's two brothers that took something from someone who's younger, like a younger sibling, something like that. Somebody in the family is saying, hey, you can carry this burden. I don't feel like it. And this is possibly an earth sign energy that is saying, no, I'm not going to deal with this. There's something here about forgiveness. And there's also somebody saying, hey, I don't care. This person can kiss my ass. And if this person is a masculine saying, I don't care, I'm not going to do it, this person can kiss my ass, they're immature. Somebody is, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody here who could be a heavy drinker as well. Or there's somebody lying to themselves about why their relationships are the way that they are. I don't know why they act like they're confused about why their relationship is the way that they are. There's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's two people here that are trying to be in charge when it really should only be one, is also what I'm picking up on. I was thinking to myself, if you're dealing with an earth sign, it's actually going to go very, very well. You could find yourself in the midst of a lot more money and a lot more love and just a very generous cycle of opportunity, a very, very healthy relationship after being stressed out. Stressing out will not, it won't go that way anymore. You're going to be doing very, very well with yourself, or for yourself is what I feel. All right. Fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I think that's enough. Let's do a soul reading. Divine awakening of the soul. It was a really good thing that you guys found this reading. I do believe, I think that Spirit is watching out for you. I also think that you guys, remember we saw that passion earlier, I told you. Spirit is doing something special for you, is what it feels like. They're trying to give you guys something. They're trying to give you an out or something like that. Like, if there was someone who tried to trap you, that's just like not going to happen. Okay? They tried to trap you in some sort of weird ass cycle, or they tried to make you feel like you weren't worthy. Like, you're very, very highly worthy. You know what I mean? You're one of those individuals that takes life serious enough to say, God is real, God is love, God is good. And because you do that, God recognizes you and says, hey, we can make this happen. Yeah, it says trust the universe. What else? Angelic protection. You're highly favored and protected. I told you. And every time you guys get ready to go through a transformation, you question yourself. Okay? You question yourself. Some of you guys, the energy that you're in is, you know, you're following the white rabbit right now. They're asking you to follow the white rabbit. It says nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. Didn't we say we needed to stay with the elements tonight? And it says wake up. It's your moment. So they're protecting you so that you can do something. We had the flower language tonight. Oh, what deck did I just see? What deck did I just see? Fairy deck. Because they said fairies, right? And I saw this deck earlier and they were like, maybe. So let's see. What's the fairy energy on top of that? Follow the white rabbit. Protection, again. And it says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical ring of love and light. Don't forget there is the dark too, though, right? It says practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. Oh, that's for sure. Ask for help. And it says angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance, because you're getting ready to ascend into something new. And anytime we ascend, it's because we shine so bright. It says looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. It's time for you to shine. It's a time for self-acceptance and revealing for who you truly are. I don't know who needs to hear this, but let's go to IHOP tomorrow. I'm going to IHOP. Y'all want to go to IHOP? I don't know if IHOP's the thing around here. They have First Watch too. So if you're in Phoenix, let's go to breakfast tomorrow. That's what I just heard. Somebody wants to go to breakfast tomorrow. I'm down for breakfast. I mean, I can make my own here. I've got my chicken, sausage, and my other stuff and whatever. But this is you sitting down with Spirit and saying, I want to protect. Are you protecting other people? That's what it feels like. It says picture, plant, insight. The answers are there for those who look. For some of you all, I feel like they protect you so you can help other people too. Ooh, look, sunflowers. I just had a whole bunch of sunflowers here in the house. It says assertiveness, rise up, stand strong and true. You do not need to worry about anything, soul read. You guys are actually being highly taken care of. You're being watched over and helped. It says communication, power, and strength. Listen and speak with great care. Take a hold of what you know is yours. More effort will get you what you want. You have to stand up for yourself. You do. You have to stand up for yourself. Some of you all, this is all about passion. I told you, yes, everything working out in your favor, asking for help, insight. They're going to tell you how to take action towards something. Nothing's going to touch you. Okay, even if this is a hating ass Aquarius that's two-faced, that wants to try to come for you, your friends are only going to say that they know God works behind the scenes and watches over you. See? And they know everything works out in your favor. Some of you all, they could be strategizing against your good luck, but that's not ever, ever, ever going to pan out. If some of you all had an Aquarius do this to you, I do believe this Aquarius energy is really more about the ascension process, like I was saying. It's, if there is an Aquarius, though, they were trying to tear you down. Maybe you let your guard down with this person and they tried to manifest upon you, but you felt it and you knew deep down that they were doing something negative. And so you're asking Spirit to take it away and to bounce it right on back. Yeah, it's like, bye, Felicia. Bye. You can go now. Some of you all, that's exactly what it is. They sent this nasty, jealous, you know, you're not going to ever do very well in life type of vibe towards you. And you said, no, I don't think so. You cannot come for me. You are communicating through dreams and through opportunities and with emotion to the brokenhearted people that keep trying to come around you, that you have a whole new life and you're not necessarily worried about them hating on your passion. The universe is bringing you something beautiful and blessed. And if your relationship is supposed to be your relationship, no one in your circle would ever be able to try to stop you from aspiring to something great and something beautiful. I feel like somebody would really want to take something from you, but they can't. You ask Spirit for help. You consistently, you know, ask God to watch over you and keep you safe from harm, especially with those people that don't love you and refuse to help you. And they say, don't do it, leave it alone. They said, leave the people alone that don't love you properly. They act like they miss you and want you to let your guard down, but that's just because they see that you know the truth about past life energy. There's somebody who has a lot of sexual tension in regards to you as well. They desire you, and you need to use your intuition, because if this person is trying to betray you on the back end, that is definitely not something that you need. They say, ask for help. You are highly protected. You shine from within. So keep this succubus ass energy away from you. Moon energy. I told you, you can feel it. Lost and found. You help people see the truth and to go within so that they can find how to use moderation with their manifestation. Moon energy, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. Like I told you, especially these water sign energies that need to go cop a squat underneath the tree and let the negativity be pulled from them. Do you realize how I feel like you will have a really good night's sleep for some of you, and then as these dreams start to come through, it's going to feel better, if that makes sense, because it'll make more sense. Something about moon energy. This is about using your intuition so that when you wake up in the morning, you'll realize how they protect you. There's a divine feminine energy here. Yeah. Somebody might be giving someone money, but there is someone who cares. There's someone who's awakened. There's a very, very divine soul here that loves. They know that someone is trying to manipulate them. If this is a feminine that has a masculine trying to manipulate them, that's not going to happen. That'll never happen. That's what I just heard. Like, this masculine can't come anywhere near this divine feminine. This divine feminine must scare the masculine that is not ready, if that makes sense. Yeah, they're not ready for spirituality and communication and connection and, you know, love. If they're too immature to handle this divine feminine, this queen or this woman, she will let it be known. She'll tell the truth. Look, if it's not love, go away. Some people are willing to accept less, is also what I just heard. In a soul sense, they're willing to accept less just because it satisfies their physical needs. Yeah, that will be lost in time. If you're messing with a player, they're always going to be a player, okay? And I don't necessarily feel like certain people need to be accepting of anything less than someone who's willing to help them find their soul purpose in life. I don't know. It's a lot about people that come around you to help you find your soul purpose. That's basically what I'm picking up on. Yeah. These contracts are meant to help you think. These contracts are meant to help you move past that immaturity stage into something new. Don't wait around. Don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage your own happiness and allow other people to take those beautiful things that God gifts you. Hold on to something very special, something very spiritual. You do not have to allow people to hurt you. There's a lot of bitter people in this world. That's another thing that I'm thinking. And so setting these boundaries is also what they're asking you for. Using that moon energy to set your boundaries of people that tried to block you and send the shade. You guys have to do a lot of energetic work is what I'm picking up on. You sense something with the energetic work that's being sent your way. That's actually what makes you special, is what I keep picking up on. You know how to forgive people, and you take your time when it comes to new people. You guys, I don't think that you're someone who rushes into relationships either. You take your time with relationships, and that's the smart thing to do, because then you see those people that would mean you harm or try to cause you harm. You know if they're family or not, I promise you. You know what? This is bringing you on something nice. It makes people think. I don't know what it is about you, but you definitely make people think. You do. You got chills? Yeah. You make people wonder. See? Nine of Swords. Those broken ass people that come across your path. Ooh-wee. You turning, I don't know, of mice and men is kind of what I'm picking up on. You turn cowards into men. You turn weak ass women, broken, hateful, jealous, spiteful women. You turn them into people that never understood forgiveness but are willing to try, willing to give it their all. You deal with people that are broken. For some of you all, that's what I feel like. You deal with people that are broken. So not only are you asking for help for you, but you're asking for help to awaken other individuals. And sometimes that can hurt. Sometimes some of these people don't want to get rid of those things that hold them back, those situations. Like I said, some people are hung up on their past, right? Holding on to the way that they feel because their ego is lying to them. 7 deadly sins I just heard. Some people don't grow as quickly as others. Self-love. I don't know. If you guys need to teach anybody anything, the lesson is about teaching self-love. That's what I pick up on. So you're asking for help, and they're going to show you all right. They've protected you multiple times. They're going to continue to protect you. They said stay in nature, communicate with nature, watch what comes around you. You're going to feel it. Tree wisdom. I keep seeing trees. A lot of you need to go cop a squad. You need to ask and leave the tree a gift, okay? Depending on where you are. Just leave the tree a gift. Leave it some fruit or something that, leave it seeds of some sort, okay? That's what I'm thinking. It will disseminate all the negative energy and bring out positive energy. It says mourning and loss. Juggling burdens, yeah. We don't read from the floors or whatever. They're going to show you how to figure out your dreams. They're going to show you why you're clashing. This clashing ass energy, and it's the fact that you're not necessarily sure how to get rid of the way you feel. But these are necessary changes that need to come in. You're holding on to something, and that's what it is. You keep thinking about it over and over again, but you're protected. Yeah. It takes a strong person to remember that you have to heal on purpose. A new path is going to await you. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's willing to fight for you. I do see that, but you also have to be willing to fight for yourself. Sometimes you have to be willing to go it alone. Sometimes you have to be willing to understand where you came from to figure out where you're going to go. What is your purpose? How can you serve God in a way that allows opportunities and blessings to come? And you know that God trusts you, I promise you, because the only thing that you continuously receive is enlightenment, love, and unconditional love. And you'll see it in how the universe treats you, that the universe unconditionally loves you. The masculine, they might be playing around right now. Playing around is not what they're supposed to be doing. All right, I'm getting out of here. You guys, I love you bunches. I really appreciate you. As you transform and go through the things you're going through, it's because it's meant to. It's all in divine timing. It says harmony, resolution, and composure. Okay, you're going to start, some of you all, you're going to start seeing things in advance. Okay, that's how I've always been. I see things in advance to help me deal with the toxicity that comes with knowing that this person deliberately tried to sabotage or, deliberately tried to disrespect someone, something like that. So if you've got someone that wants to disrespect you, okay, fine. But I feel like don't fall for the okie doke with it. You know what I mean? Don't be upset about it. Don't be disgruntled about it. That's on them. And the fact that they tried to come for you, they'll be shocked that you just get quiet. Just because they're a horrible person doesn't mean you need to be. See what I mean? They'll regret trying to come for you. If you have to say anything, the only thing that you're going to tell them is whatever it is I'm choosing to do, I'm working on me, and that's going to bring me happiness. Okay? If you want to work with me and not treat me like I'm a fool, okay, cool, we can do that too. That's exactly what I see. Wow. You guys are special. See what I mean? Let forgiveness roll. Let the heart live on and the beat goes on. That's what I'm hearing. Like there's all sorts of beautiful things that you guys are going to be getting into. Look at this. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in opportunities to really learn about who you are. Mercury retrograde is saying, hey, we've got something new for you. We got a slow love, a slow friendship, something positive, an ending to negativity, an ending to those people that would try to run all of your great ideas, those people that try to destroy your sleep, destroy your happiness. No, you're going to be embracing something new. You're going to be speaking your truth. Some of you all need to lock the door, though, especially if you have a new lover. Lock the door. I'm just saying. I don't know what that is, but lock the door. I don't know if there's an ex, like, wait a minute, who's in this house? Or if there's a child that's like, hey, and they don't know that you have someone there. Something like that. I don't know. Oh, that was lovely. Make sure you guys are doing your cleanses. I know I am. And cop a squat. Go place that negativity at a tree and leave it an offering of seeds. Or do an egg cleanse, break it on the tree, and then leave an offering of seeds. This is for you. Give me a hug. I love you bunches. Peace and elbow grease.